subscriber replay. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's video is from the user Pancerniedzik. That's Pancerniedzik, I'm fairly sure, and he's driving the T-43 medium tank on an encounter battle on the Sand River. T-43 obviously being the Tier 7 medium tank for the Russians, and it's a pretty good tank. Well, yeah, it's a pretty good tank, as I said. So, spots out there, top tier tank destroyer right off the bat. Fingers crossed, should be able to get a little bit of damage. As you can see, the very top of his turret there, a little bit unlucky to miss that shot. I know you can only see a tiny bit of his turret, but we're just so used to seeing those shots land that you feel a little bit unlucky when one misses. He's got to be careful here, because the T-43 AT does have a fairly beefy cannon, so he's just got to watch himself there. But obviously, being a tank destroyer, he does have to angle himself in order to reverse. Not quite able to get some damage through the front there, but he's able just to land a shot anyway, keep the guy spotted, and his artillery should be landing any minute now. Just because this guy is the top tier tank on their side, and he's the only tier 7 on their side, just like this guy's the only tier 7 on his side, it really should be a priority target for the artillery. Just going to see if he can get another shot on him. Managed to get a good shot on his underbelly, but as you saw there, a Stug 3 came over the top of the hill there to have a shot at him, but obviously silhouetting himself like that, he gets taken out in no time whatsoever. So not having to concern himself with that guy, as he's taken out fairly quickly by his allies. But it looks like they are getting some flanking action on. As you can see, they're coming around those mountains there, but again, having to silhouette themselves on the tops of these hills, so they're just going to get eliminated fairly quickly. Nope, not quite able to get a hit on his turret as he's reversing there, so a little bit unfortunate. 3001H able to get a good hit there and take out his loader. And that's probably the... Nope, is it? Yes, it is the T-34, the Type T-34 there. So just returns fire and takes him out of the game. So he's going to want some revenge on this 3601. Unfortunately, he's just hiding himself pretty well behind the rocks there, but it looks like he's about to poke himself out, as he does. Didn't quite have the gun depression to be able to get a shot on him, but he is now. So if he just sits still and keeps his gun targeted, able to take out his tracks, and the T-43 AT playing the role of a scout there rather than playing the role of a tank destroyer. Just going to try and get another hit on this 3601, trying to take out his tracks there just so he can stick him in place so the guy can't get away, but he's just having to play a little bit careful because that M6 up on the mountain there is laying fire down. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to have the penetration, and that's probably because he hit him right on the edge of that turret there, so that shot was always going to bounce regardless. So able to get a good bit of damage on this VK here. Just going to play a circle around and finish him off pretty easily there. So he's going to try and... No, I was going to say, is that the rear of the T-25? If it is, then this should be an easy kill for him. The T-25 obviously not expecting to see a T-43 behind him, which he is, and he's able to get the side armor and take him out. But again, he's still got to be careful because that M6 is still looming on the mountain there, but it looks like this 3601 is AFK. So just going to lay a little bit of damage on him, as all the damage helps pad out the score in the end. Not able to get a shot on that M6, so just going to return back to this 3001 and get some free damage on him until that M6 decides to poke his head out. As you can see, just taking him out no problem. It looks like that M6 is either gone or destroyed. Doesn't look like he's been destroyed, so he's up there somewhere. But just going to leave him to it, because if the guy decides to hide up there for the whole battle, then he's not really going to achieve anything at all. So just going to leave him to it. Just going to make sure he's not... Oh, comes right over the top there to try and get a shot on this T-43. Unfortunately... Well, I was going to say, unfortunately, not able to get a shot because his loading time wasn't as good, but he must have taken that one in a panic before his reticule fully closed, just to try and get some damage down. But as you can see, the artillery already starting to fall here. So just going to try and find out their artillery, and there he is, and there he goes. No problem, just to take out the AMX-13 F3 there. And it looks like somebody has started a base capture. The enemy has a light tank and a KV-1 Heavy moving in on the area, so just going to head across and see if he can help out, either eliminate the enemy or get this base capture underway. But it looks like actually they've started evening up the score a little bit now. It's only 12-11 as they're able to take out anybody who was opposing this capture. So it's pretty much up to the T-43 now to get in there and do something about it, as his allies are so far away. See the medium tank up in the north there, and the tank destroyer all the way on the left hand flank. So just going to come in and try and get a shot on this KV-1. Cannon on this KV-1 shouldn't really be enough to trouble the T-43. That AMX though, to be honest, probably does have a big enough cannon to be able to trouble this T-43. So just going to have to be wary about where he positions, but he's able to take him out no problem. And then just going to play a run around with this KV-1. KV-1 obviously has notoriously slow turret traverse. Wow, artillery coming in there and doing some damage to an allied tank. If you do play artillery, please don't fire at enemies who are in close combat with one of your allies, because the chances are, even if you don't hit your ally, the splash damage is going to seriously damage them anyway. So should be no problem just to finish off that KV-1, picking up his 8th kill of the match there and being instrumental in his team's victory. So absolutely brilliant replay there from Pancerny not 100% sure. Pancerny Zik, we'll say. So thanks very much for sending that replay in. Thank you to you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.